In this part, we are going to talk about the inheritance. And I think if you're already familiar with object-oriented programming, I think you already know this very much. And this is a simple example, but I think this is not a good example if you do not familiar with the Dodge and baby Dodge relationship. And this just want to tell you that the baby Dodge is also a kind of Dodge. So it has the function to return so while crypto Dodge, and it also has its own function to return such moon baby Dodge. And so baby Dodge inherits from Dodge. And I think if we can look at a better example, I think it is a better example. For example, this is a class, and you can see this just like the contract. If you think this is a contract animal and it has the function of eat, so it has the function to return the message I can eat. And there is another class or contract. If you back to the Solidity, if the dog is animal, it has the function of I can eat, and it can also bark. It has the function bark, but the other animal will not have the function bark. So this is the relationship of inheritance. So the dog inherits the animal. So back to our example, the baby Dodge is Dodge, so baby Dodge inherits from Dodge. So now we can put to the test, and we are going to implement the functionality and put this logic into its own contract that inherits all methods from zombie factory. So now we are going to make the contract, and the contract is zombie feeding, and the zombie feedings is inherit from the zombie factory. And so now we can go to here first and type contract, and the zombie feeding is zombie factory. And so why we need to do this is because if you back to the first sentence, is that our game code is quite long, and rather than making an extremely long contract, we are going to split the code logic across multiple contracts to organize the code. So this is to prevent to add some function that not all the people need to use it. Only this zombie feeding is going to use the function. Otherwise, for example, if you back to this, if we also add the bark function into animal, the other animals such as bird do not need to bark. So we do not need to add all the animals functions into this class or this contract. So this is better to create another class, or in Solidity create another contract to extract different functions. So it has its own functions, and it also has the common functions with other animals. So that's why we need to use the inheritance. So now we are going to check the answer, and then we go to next chapter.